today's world of GPS navigation, having a set of charts around is almost an afterthought. Jeppesen has taken a swing at making VFR charts better and more useful with their new VFR plus GPS charts, and, in our opinion, they've scored a home run here. Suppose you're taking a flight from Cheyenne, Wyoming to Rocky Mountain Metro, formerly Jeffco Airport, near Denver, Colorado. At a glance, you'll see that the visual contrast is higher on the Jepp charts due to a much lighter terrain shading. It's even more true with green charts closer to sea level. The shading around Cheyenne's airport means it has a tower, and the shaded area is where the tower-controlled airspace reaches the surface. You can see the frequencies for the airport appear next to it, just like the government charts, but they have a light shading around them to stand out better. You'll also see the interstate clearly marked. Flying south on a direct course, you'll see what looks like familiar grid altitudes. But these numbers are actually 1,000 to 2,000 feet higher on the Jepp charts than on the sectional charts. They are similar to what you'd find on instrument flight charts, and they're there to guarantee safe clearance on direct routes without having to add a buffer. Passing over Fort Collins, you might wonder where the top of this tower-controlled airspace is. It's not there because there's no tower at Fort Collins. The blue airport symbol and blue ring is confusing at first when you're used to sectionals. Coming into the terminal area for Denver, you'll see the frequency for Denver approach, as well as altitudes for the Class B airspace written clearly on the edge of the airspace rather than floating in the middle. The Jepp charts are one-sided. On the back are Jepp guide entries for the bigger airports, along with a lat long of common reporting points to plug straight into your GPS. We don't like the fact that Jepp chose to display MOAs in blue and restricted areas in dark red, which is almost exactly the opposite of the sectional approach. In addition, viewing the chart under a red LED light makes the grid altitudes, shading denoting towered airports, airspace boundaries for Class C and B airspace, and the restricted area boundaries virtually disappear. Lastly, there are about 100 one-sided Jepp charts to cover the lower 48 states versus 37 sectionals, and the Jepps cost about twice as much, $14.99 for the en route charts, which are at the sectional scale, and $7.99 for the half-scale terminal area charts. But you'll be updating it at most every 6 months, and you may only need one Jepp where you needed 2 or 3 sectionals in the past, because Jepp organized these charts to cover commonly flown VFR routes on a single page. To find out more, go to www.jeppesen.com/VFRGPS or check out the May 2009 issue of Aviation Consumer Magazine in print or online at www.aviationconsumer.com. I'm Jeff Van West for AVweb and Aviation Consumer. Thanks for watching.